Hello, everyone, and welcome to Below the Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and thank you again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, if you want to see something on this show or you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments below or hit us on any one of our social media outlets. Holler at us, we holler back. I'm not going to hold this up. This has been a long time coming. We have been busy getting things together, like little worker bees. The whole studio is about to get revamped for y'all for this new season coming, and we're looking forward for that. But forward to that. But before that, and before all that, let's get into what we want to talk about today. But first, let me introduce my co-host, Mr. Steven Rubain. How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm so happy we're back on the air again. It's like felt like it was been months, but yeah, a
Well,
lot's been going on.
A whole lot's been going on.
Yeah, whole lot.
These podcasts and things that goes on. There's a lot of things behind it and things that have to be done. And the technical thing, I'm not technical. Are you technical?
Not at all.
And the workers and having to deal with AT&T with
Yes,
my
no.
goodness. But you know what? We're past all that.
Well, we're going to talk about AT&T a little later on with the NFL lawsuit because they're going to have to pay some money out. So we're going to get to that in a little while. But yeah, we got a lot to go over today. Let's kind of tie a little ribbon on the rest of this season as we get ready to move into the new 2024 NFL season.
Yeah, 23-24 was wonderful, but it's time to say sarah to that and move into 24-25.
I know. Can you believe that training camps will open up in probably like another 2.5 weeks?
Yes, and we might as well give you guys a update and a heads up on what's going on here at Blow the Whistle Sports. Now, first of all, we're like I said before in my introduction, the studio's going to be revamped and look a little better for you guys when you tune in to watch us. But also, we're about to take a little short hiatus for all this stuff to get done and prepared. So when we come back, we can be for your viewing pleasure and things just to jump off just fine.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to the new season, looking forward to the new digs, the new background, everything looking nice and sharp.
Yes.
And we're going to be on point next year with all our great fan-based analysis, competitions, criticisms.
Oh, yeah. We're about to get it in.
We're going to have it all. But yeah, let's not waste these people's time. And, we talked about our changes. Let's talk about what's happening right now.
Get into the juiciness.
So start off with the NBA draft. And
my goodness.
Now I'm going to start with a little just commentary, just short commentary. You don't have to shorten in, but just real quick. The NBA got some trouble ahead. And I'm going to tell you why the NBA has some trouble ahead. The NBA has been a superstar-based league.
Right.
Going all the way back to the 70s with Dr. J. The late 70s, early 80s, you had the Magic Bird era. Then you get into the mid 80s. You had, of course, Mr. Michael Jeffrey Jordan came in, changed the game. He held it down for over 10, 15 years. He raised a little young buck called Kobe Bean Bryant. And we know what he did in his time as a superstar. And then it moved to the 2000s. And then you have the LeBron James and Stephon Curry era. And they've kind of held it down for the last 10 plus years.
Can you put the other Splash brother in there, or is it just Curry?
No, just Curry.
Just Curry. He was hurt too much.
Listen to me. Superstars. There's a difference between being a superstar and a superstar. There's many superstars in the league. There's many players who are great players, superstar. But a superstar is one who carries the league.
Right.
The other Splash Bird didn't carry the league. Elite. Curry and LeBron James are superstars. When I say superstars, you can ask your sister, hey, what do you think about LeBron James? You say, oh, hey, what do you think about Stephon Curry? Hey, what do you think about the other Splash Bird? Who?
I get it.
Klay Thompson. Who? I mean, and
he's the guy that plays opposite of Steph Curry. They'd be like, oh, there's somebody else on the team?
Somebody else on the team, yeah. Yeah, that's a superstar. Every sport has that guy who can go, beyond the sport itself.
Yes.
He becomes a celebrity.
Transcends
the sport. And the NBA is known for that. That's what the NBA has been made for.
Making superstars.
And so right now, you got Curry and you got LeBron, well into their 20th. And then I think Curry's like his 15th year. The NBA got to hold on to them as long as they can because right now, there's nobody on the horizon who really looks like they're going to be a superstar.
And then everybody they hype up, like
Yeah.
Zion.
They're trying. I mean, they're trying.
They
They just don't have it. You know, it's something more than just being a great player. You got to have that it factor. You got to have something that people look at, and you know, even going back to the Larry and Bird era, Bird had no personality. He wasn't someone who, but you had Magic who had personality for both of them, and so you had that natural back and back rivalry, Lakers Celtics. And even though Bird didn't have that personality, his game spoke for itself. Fan base people spoke on it.
But let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What happened to the league where back in the day, I think even when the league wasn't diverse, you had stars and superstars that transcended the game to now where it's seeming like we're not pumping out that mega star like the Kobe's, the Jordans, even Charles Barkley. He was a superstar, but
Right.
the teams are not being
Well,
what's going on?
It's up to the players. The players have to make themselves. They had to have that it factor. I mean, like I said, the it factor is it can't be manufactured. It has to be authentic.
And it looks watered down right now.
It was watered down. It was watered down because you got guys who are playing, but it's a different era. They're making so much money. They don't do the little things you got to do. John Morant looked like he was going to be that next it star, but he's self-destructed. Look what he's done to his career so far in a short time. He was booming. It looked like he had that kind of natural it factor that people were going to gravitate to, and now it's like he got to rebuild his image again. And
back in the day, we had players that you can make stuffed animals after them, and they will sell out.
Right.
These players right now is just like players. There's no there's no player one. There is
Each team. So we'll see. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So last year, this guy who was supposed to be the next biggest thing since LeBron James, Victor Wembanyama, came out first pick of the draft.
Exactly.
He had an amazing season, but there's just something lacking in him. He don't. I don't know if it's because of being the French and he doesn't know. He
doesn't do the.
He doesn't have the
talk shows.
Doesn't talk shows.
You have to be approachable also.
Right, and it's something that's missing there with him. And so, but one thing that did happen though from him is that the NBA scouts obviously like what they saw in France, because you look at this year's NBA draft, and the top, I think 4 out of 5 picks all came from France. And so obviously all the time over there looking at Wembanyama, they said, there's a lot of good little young talent over here. So going into the NBA draft, the first 2 picks both came from France. We have, and I'm going to bounce these names up, Zachary Richer.
Is this the first pick of the draft?
This is the first pick of the draft. Don't know who, couldn't tell who he is. If he walked past me on the street, I have no clue who he is. But he's the first pick of the draft, and he went to the Atlanta Hawks.
Zach.
Yeah, so Zach, we got Zach number 1, and then we got Alex Sarr, who went to the Washington Wizards from France, number 2. Now, our first American player, I wouldn't know who he is either on the street. I mean, I watched him play in Kentucky, but he could walk down the street. I have no clue who he is. It's Reed Shepard, point guard from the Kentucky with the Rockets.
So what is it? The players that don't go to Rutgers anymore and get that
I don't know what it is. It's just
I don't get
college sports. I mean, all the NIL, you would think these guys have bigger names, but for whatever reason, number 4.
How do you go from not making any money to making millions of dollars, and then they're not being marketed right?
I don't know. Well,
so it's a marketing problem.
Well, I said it's an NBA problem. I said the NBA got to do something about it, because right now, even me as a huge NBA fan, I barely know these guys, but I can't sit here and tell you I can give you a whole lot in depth about them, because they just don't have that it factor.
We knew about LeBron in high school,
right? You know what I'm saying, but
we knew about Kobe in high school. They had and I'm going back eras. We knew about Magic Johnson in high school.
I know. I said there was something. The NBA was a superstar-driven league, and there was something they were doing that was marketing these guys right to come in there and already just take off. But now, number 4, Stephon Castle. I watched him play at Connecticut, but he didn't do anything that made me think, oh my God, he's going to be the next superstar.
It's the NBA and the players also, because a lot of these players had organizations that they were dealing with, camps, a lot of things they were doing, and a lot of these players are just not there with it.
Yeah, I know. It's a concern. I mean, the NBA, like I said, they got to beg and plead that Curry and LeBron want to continue playing, because once those two are gone, the NBA's gonna have a serious relation issue. I mean, and look at the finals. I mean, the Celtics beat the Lakers, but Luka Doncic, he gets a lot of press, but he's not somebody who's going to be the next superstar. Player that's going to take over.
They're trying to make
They're
him.
trying to make him that, but he doesn't have the personality. There's just nothing there that's marketable.
That you just said the key word, personality.
Yeah, there's no.
A lot of these talents have talent, but no personality.
No personality. I mean, even with the Celtics, you got Jason Tatum, and you got the other guy. I got his name now. For the Celtics.
You couldn't do that back in the day. You couldn't forget people's names because they stood out there.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, it's like they're amazing, talented players, but personality-wise, there's just nothing that we really can draw. I mean, they're trying to get Jason Tatum
Tim
some commercials.
Duncans, the Allen Iversons.
Right. I mean, they were special players, and they had that special whatever factor that people wanted to gravitate
to.
Mutombo, yeah.
Even players that weren't superstars, they still had auras and walk. They were taller than what they were. Yeah, and I'm not talking about height. I'm talking about with the fame, with the notability.
Right. Well, I'm agreed. Well, I'm gonna tell you this one thing. Out of all that, the NBA for the first time, they went to the 2-day system. They want to copy the NFL. So they had the first round on Wednesday and then the second round Thursday. Nobody really cared much about the third round except for one thing, and I know this is going to piss you off. At number 55, third to the last player picked, Bronny James Jr., drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, yeah, I have a lot to say about that. Well, shout out to Glenn White. He said, "What's up, y'all? How you doing, sir? Thank you for tuning in, man."
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you. What do you think about Bronny James Jr. at number 55 for the Lakers? I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'm gonna give the rebuttal.
What do I feel about it?
Yeah.
Did the Los Angeles Lakers need Little Bron, or did Little Bron need the Los Angeles Lakers, or did Daddy just say you better sign my son?
It's irrelevant. All three are probably true, but it's irrelevant. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna rebut your rebuttal, because I know this is haterism coming out of you.
Hey, I saw you jump right up before I even got all the words out of my mouth. I'm like, something going on.
Because this is haterism coming from you. I'm going to tell you why.
Haterism? I ain't said nothing bad yet.
Okay, but I'm going to tell you.
I was just saying, what is it?
Well, what it is that it's a great marketing deal by the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a deal they had to do, number one. And number two, it's great marketing by the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'm going to tell you why in 3 steps. Number one, it's NBA entertainment.
Okay, all right.
Who are you going to get at number 55 that anybody's going to care about other than Bronny James Jr.? Nobody. The NBA, first of all, the Lakers, as people who don't know, the Lakers have been sharing the crypto.com arena for the last 25 years with the Clippers.
That's over with.
That's over with. The Clippers now have moved on to a new home. So you got the crypto.com arena that has just now lost 41 appearances by a team that was to sell out every game. They're like, hey, we got to make that money up. How are we going to make the money up? Well, first of all, we're going to have the Lakers. You're going to have to charge more money for tickets.
Okay, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Shout out to James Johnson.
Thank you, James.
He's in the building. He said Mike's in the building. Glenn White said Lakers got Bronny for cheap. If he's unsuccessful, they can cut him or G League him.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna get to that in a second. That's number 3. I'm gonna get to that in a second.
Okay.
But right now we gotta focus on the economics of it, the marketing.
Hey, I love this. I love this. Go ahead, kick it off.
People are going to want to go out and watch Bronny play next to his dad. Right. It's going to be must-have ticket, not just at home but on the road as well.
Now,
because we have a natural tendency to want to see this young man fail.
Okay, natural tendency to see him fail. Now, do you think he's ready for the NBA?
It don't matter.
No, I'm just asking the question.
No,
see,
but
I'm not disagreeing with you. See, you want to jump on me. I'm not giving you a reason to jump on me. I agree with you.
Yeah,
people out there, I agree
Oh,
with
okay.
Steve
Thank you.
and what he's saying about the marketing. Bronny James not ready for the not the NFL, the NBA, right? You
But
don't think he's ready,
but say
but it's great for marketing, right?
but number
It's
two,
great. It's great for the team, right?
right? But no,
It's great for the NBA and it's great for the Lakers
exactly
for the draw, right?
correct.
You know what? This kind of sounds like what I was talking about the young lady in the WNBA. The WNBA that is not doing very well, that just started doing very well, that a certain young lady that came into the WNBA gave it a spark, gave it a such of a spark that people wanted to watch the WNBA
Right.
more than usual. Now, this same argument that my co-host is talking about with Bronny James, that's not ready. She's ready for the WNBA. This young man is not. And I wasn't saying stepping on anybody's toes about adding her to the Olympic team. What I was saying was it's great for the WNBA, knowing no, she doesn't deserve to be there when it comes to merit. But since the WNBA is something that needs to be marketed to where more people watch it, it will be great to put her there because it's pushing the WNBA up, not taking anything away from anybody who deserves to be there. Bronny James does not deserve to be there, but great marketing. I agree with Steve
Right.
100%. But this is one thing that nobody
there's-
understood what I was talking about. Oh, I got screamed at about
Yes, you should.
this. No. The WNBA needs people to watch it, sir.
Okay,
They need that push.
but this is different,
The
though.
NBA didn't need Bronny.
But like you said, though, that's the difference.
The Lakers will be the Lakers. But see, if
The person you're mentioning, Caitlin Clark,
yes,
she was 54 picks ahead of LeBron James. She was the number one pick of the WNBA draft.
even more reason for marketing.
Okay, but you
See,
don't. But
why is it in one way you understand marketing, but in a league
because she's already being marketed. All they do is talk about her. I'm gonna get to her in a second.
The WNBA, I won't call it a failing league, but the WNBA wasn't a successful league. Okay. Our ladies should be getting paid more money, and in order for our ladies to get paid more money, more people have to watch, Steve.
Okay, but your argument it's a different context to it, because what you're comparing about is the WNBA itself, and then the Olympic team. Remember, the Olympic team is separate from WNBA. Now, while they are using WNBA players, remember they're using WNBA players all over the world. The players from other countries who play in WNBA are also on the Olympic teams. They only can have so many guys on the U.S. Olympic team from the USA, correct?
Right.
They're going to go with the control players they think would best help them win right now. Now, what you're saying is true. Marketing-wise, putting her on the team, would sound great at this time. But if you're the coach of the Olympic team, you're not thinking that way. You're thinking about, I want to come home and bring home the gold, and I'm going to go ahead and give those people who've been in the leagues for a while already have done their due, their steps.
This is what's wrong with the NBA. Yeah. This is why their marketing has went down, because this is the way that it's being done. Mm-hmm. You have a great person to market, but because it's the Olympics, we're gonna push her back, push her down. Now, understandably. Now, I don't want to get yelled at because a lot of people in my DMs and in my ear when I'm out places when they see the show and they want to tell me about myself. Mm-hmm. I understand that she just got to the WNBA.
Just got to it,
but she is your greatest marketability right now when it comes to views. Right. Young girls that didn't watch the WNBA are watching, and you don't take that from them when it has this it's going up in the air. It's taking off like a rocket.
Well, like I said,
you don't take that away.
There's several factors. Number one, we don't know if she wants to even be on the team. She might have told them politely, hey, I'm tired. I went through a whole season last year when I went all the way to the NCAA finals. Then I had to step right into the WNBA. And now you're asking me to go right into the Olympics. Maybe she's tired. Maybe she's the one being.
Glenn White says he agrees with me.
Yeah, I mean.
Thank you, sir. And you know what? We're going to open these phone lines.
Open the lines. And like I said, there's no guarantee she's still not going to be on the team. As I told you, we've already got a couple players who already have gotten hurt and aren't going to be able to play for the U.S. team. So she may be put on there at the last moment. So I'm not saying she's never going to make the team. I'm just saying right now the team has said at this point we don't want to just throw her on there just to throw her on there, just because she's marketable, because she's popular. So we're gonna get to that. Like I said,
but you understand a little better what I was saying, right?
No, I totally understand what you were saying. Look at me. From a market, I totally agree with you that from a marketing standpoint, you can just go to the most popular people in any sport, in any situation.
This is a league that needs it.
Well,
they
again,
are flying private now. They weren't flying private before, were they?
like I said,
I just think that when you have something like that you use it to your best marketing advantage. I apologize to anyone this has offended. And if you want to call in and give us your 2 cents, call 1-909-844-4443. That's Blow the Whistle Sports.
But as getting back to Bronny, I'm gonna get to Caitlin in a second.
All right.
Okay, Bronny's going to sell. Think of it, for number 55 player in the draft, someone who's a second round pick, who, like you mentioned, he's not ready for it, but it don't matter, because how many people are going to buy number 9 Bronny James Jr. jerseys? That's marketing for the NBA. Somebody who otherwise nobody would care about any second round pick jersey, they're going to buy his jersey just because it's Bronny James Jr. Ratings are going to go up because people want to see him go out there and fail against LeBron.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yes,
I only disagree with the comparison is the same thing.
Right.
The WNBA needs it. The NBA does not need it.
No, they don't need it. No,
this is just like a sideshow.
Well, it's not a sideshow.
The WNBA, the players need to get paid more.
Right.
The way to get them paid more is make more young girls interested in the WNBA.
Right.
Miss Clark has clearly shown that it's a new surge of new people that have never watching now, and that's all I was saying.
And like I said, you've already written a book on her that she's guaranteed not to play for the Olympic team, and I'm sitting here telling you, there's a long season to go. All you gotta do is get one player hurt, and they're gonna pop her right on the team. So right now, for the WNBA standpoint, it doesn't matter whether she gets on the team now. We have to wait and see.
Not from the WNBA standpoint; it's from the young fan standpoint.
Right.
When all the fans of LeBron, anything that he does, they get excited for.
Agreed.
They get hyped for. Kobe Bryant fans, the same thing. It was for them. Michael Jordan fans.
Right.
Miss Clark's fans will be overexcited, like, wow, look what she's doing. Wow. And that's what you need.
And there's no guarantee, like I said, down the road, she's gonna be on the team.
I understand, but that's not how marketability is putting it in their face.
Right.
Wow, she made it to this. She's doing this accolade.
I think
this is coming. This is going.
I think actually not putting her on the team yet has brought more attention to the situation, because more people are more like you upset about it. That's actually done more press for them than it did were just to throw on the team, because right now, people are still, like you said, interested.
It's negative press. Nobody wants to hear how people try to run it as the black and white issue, Steve. I'm tired of that. Let's take color out of it. She's a new recruit. Anybody in the WNBA is going to go after her because she's a new recruit that's being praised. All these players are professional athletes. Do you think they want to look like they're ranked under somebody who just got to the WNBA? Well, stop saying it like they're gladiators going after her. When no, that's not what is going on. They're going after her because she's supposedly, quote unquote, the best that is right now that just got there.
All right, well, let's talk about this then, because yesterday, the Indiana Fever lost another game. They're now 7-12. At the press conference, Caitlin Clark, who was the number 1 pick this year, and Aaliyah Boston, who was the number 1 pick in the draft last year, were on the stage. The first 6-7 questions all went to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark finally, when they got to the 7th questions, he's like, stop. You guys need to ask my teammate a question. And the reporters are like, so finally, they tried to ask her another question, and she said, no, I'm not going to answer any more questions until you answer my teammate the question. So finally, they were like, okay.
Team player. That even made me like her more, which is what you just said.
But this is the point I'm trying to make. It's that finally they're like, okay, well, we're not going to get another question out of Caitlin until we ask Boston some questions. So they come in and give some kind of BS questions just to kind of throw her in there. But here you go. You got one player who's white, one player who's black. Both of them number one picks of the draft. The media only cares to hear about what Caitlin Clark did, even though Boston had 11 points, 14 rebounds. She had a big game. But that's not what people are interested in. People want to talk to Clark and Clark only.
Well, see,
And so
I get that because people, once again, like we just did, they want to make it a black and white thing.
Right.
Now, first of all, the number one from last year is not number one from this year.
Right.
Number one from this year is the new hotness.
But you don't
just like the shoes.
What's that?
When the new hotness comes out, everybody wants the new hotness. Yes, they still like the other one, but they want the new hotness.
Okay. But you don't think there's a problem if two people are on the stage, two stars are on the stage, and they only answer one all the questions? You don't think that's an issue?
Yeah, that is an issue.
Of course, it's an issue.
It's an issue,
and that's on the media. That's not on Clark. Clark tried to do the civil thing and try to make it not just about her, but about the team. And the media was not trying to buy it until she finally said enough's enough and had to cut off and say, I'm not going to say anything else until you guys recognize my teammates. And so, I mean, this is beyond just her herself. This is something that's going on throughout because they, like I said, they're making it into, like you said, a race thing or whatever you want to call it. And so,
yeah, get that stuff out of here.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But that's what's happening, though. This is happening over and over again. People are seeing this and seeing that it's all about her when it's a league full of talented women.
Now, I want people to compare the NBA to the WNBA, not with statue, but with what's going on. Bronny just got to the NBA.
Right.
Watch how these players, they going to dog little Bronny. They going to drag little Bron, especially players that do not like LeBron.
But the difference, though, is that you're going to have LeBron James by his side. And you better believe LeBron James is going to take it to him. He's not a small man, and he's going to do somebody does too much to his son.
What I think might happen is this might invigorate LeBron James to play better because he don't want it to make it seem like his son is the reason why they losing.
Right, but that's what the question is. As I'm saying, the NBA needs to have that invigorated LeBron James because
we might finally get the LeBron James that I've been wanting to see, Steve.
Yeah, because let's face it, somebody clotheslines his son, who's going to be the first person over there ready to take that person's head off?
And that's what people want to see.
That's what we want to see. So
it's a shame, but people like us that type of dogfight story.
Exactly, but that's where we're heading to. So let me go over the top 10 free agents in the NBA.
Okay, go ahead.
Because here's going to be a surprise one to you.
Top 10 free agents of the NBA.
Number 10, Klay Thompson.
He's a free agent?
He's going to be a free agent, unrestricted free agent. So
he did. I thought they tried to get him to sign an extension.
They tried to. He refused it, and right now he took the Warriors off his social media, which led to Draymond Green coming out saying, "Oh, no big deal. You guys are making a big deal out of nothing." Blah blah blah.
Ooh, that is a big.
That is a big deal.
That's a huge deal.
When you take your social media off, that means that you already
prepared to move.
So yeah. So
will he be a Laker?
Well, he's from LA. I mean, that's his daddy played for the Lakers. So
do you think he'll be a good enough role player to? You know what?
He can still shoot.
You know what Klay Thompson who he reminds me of, and who he should be to conform himself to be.
Who's that?
Robert Horry, like a Robert Horry type of player.
Yeah, if he can do that, I mean, one thing about Horry too is that Horry didn't take the huge money. Horry played for, relative minimal whatever to be that player. So if Klay Thompson is willing to take that pay cut, yeah, he can help the Lakers out. He definitely can shoot. So,
I would love to see him take up that role where as soon as you give him the ball, we're getting a three.
Yeah, and that would be his role. I mean, with how much you criticize LeBron James for passing the ball, he have no problem passing the ball to Klay Thompson over and over again.
The difference is the reason why you say I criticize LeBron James.
Oh, you do?
Because he's taking the lion's share of the money, and he's passing it to somebody who's missed the ball how many times?
Well,
when he's LeBron James, don't keep passing it to the person who ain't made a shot. Take the shot because you the superstar.
He's getting guys money. If they make it the shot, they're going to stay around. If they don't make the shot, he's going to get rid of them. I mean, it just think of how many players have made money off of LeBron James giving them the ball. Let's go back all the way back to first time he was with Cleveland. How many guys got paid because LeBron James, rather than just hogging the ball for himself, he got other guys' stats.
I'm not
Because remember, stats equal money.
right.
So if you somebody and you're making 15-5 or 20-8 because LeBron James is giving you the ball, when it comes contract time, you're making money. Now, if you somebody who's making 4-5 because you're like man Kobe Bean Bryant who's taking 35 shots a game, that guy's not getting paid. So who would you rather play for? Would you rather play for Kobe who's going to take 35 shots and get nothing, and you got to scrap him for
I
your
want
money?
the team to
Are you
win.
going to play with? Are you going to play
I
with
want
LeBron?
the team to win those games.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
I don't want the person to pass the ball and we still lose the game.
Yeah.
I want the person who's passing the ball, who's supposed to be a superstar, pass the ball. But once you pass the ball and your teammates are not doing what they're supposed to do,
if you open, give me the ball. If I'm open, give me the ball. And that's what LeBron does. If he's free, LeBron's going to shoot it. If LeBron's covered and I'm open, give me the ball.
I'm with that.
Don't throw the ball, but you double covered and just throw up some wild shot because you feel like you're better enough that you feel better that my bad shot is better than your shot.
Well, if he took most of those shots in those finals, he would have more finals rings.
Okay, let's talk about, and speaking about somebody who's getting paid thanks to LeBron, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, former Laker. He's a free agent. He got a huge contract with Denver based on playing with LeBron and LeBron getting him the ball and showing what he could do. So thank you, LeBron.
Let's see what happens in Denver.
Yes. Another guy who has not taken advantage of playing with LeBron, Mr. Russell, D'Angelo Russell. This is somebody who LeBron has been begging to take the shot, and he just won't take it. And so he's a free agent. Let's see what happens to him. We got Tobias Harris for the Sixers. We got Miles Bridges, DeMar DeRozan, James Harden.
DeRozan's a free agent too?
DeRozan's a free agent.
Wow.
And, they've been talking about him going to the Lakers forever. So
wow,
he's another one who could end up a Laker. James Harden, that's a huge. And then at number 3, LeBron James. Still a free agent, even though we all know he's going to sign with the Lakers. He's not going nowhere. But he is a free agent.
Now, by Bronny James being signed by the Lakers 55, LeBron James is a billionaire.
Yes.
What I think should happen, not going to happen, what I should think should happen, and I've talked to a few of our Blow the Whistle people who always support us, and I was talking to James Johnson. Yes. He feels the same way. LeBron should take a pay cut and get some of those free agents that you were talking about to the Lakers.
Well, that's going to be the big question. As a free agent, will he take that pay cut to get those agents in? So
that'll let me know if he wants to win these games.
Right. Well, we're going to find out next week. How much is he willing to play for? He don't need the money at this point. You're right. So let's see what he signs for, and let's see what free agents they can bring in. Because then you have that other issue, which is Anthony Davis. And that's somebody else who wants prime money. And so
that man is broken all the time.
Yeah, well,
he's like that like that Sunday machine at McDonald's. It's always broke. Come on, man.
Well, what's not broken is his bank account, because he's been getting big time money to be broken all the time. So
and be sitting on the sidelines.
That's
LeBron,
as Charles
take
Barkley
a pay
said,
cut.
Street clothes.
You see all those wonderful free. Even James Harden's a free agent.
Yeah, James Harden's a free agent, and we got another big one though. Paul George. Can Paul George slip across and come across town?
Do you think he's still even worth
he's still worth a elite contract? Yeah,
I don't know. I think that he's just one of those players collecting money right now.
Well, yeah. Well,
how relevant has he been in the last 3 years?
There's quite a few of them in the league now.
How relevant has he been in the last 3 years?
Well, I mean, it's been the Clipper experiment. Everybody thought the Clippers, when they got this big 4, was going to take off this year, and it's another year of good solid regular season record, but nothing to show for in the playoffs. So, which leads to number 1, Tyrese Maxey for the Sixers, who's been a young star, a point guard for them. Is he going to want to stay there with Joel Embiid, or is he want to go and find a passer? So it's going to be an interesting free agency.
Hey, the phone lines are open, 1-909-844-4443. Yes. I apologize. I saw a call come through, but Steve was in the middle of something.
Yeah, come on, call again.
Call back. We answer this phone.
We need you. Come on now. You're so irate with me.
With the zip code, I think it was Carolina zip code. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
and call back.
Give us a call back. We're gonna talk a little about the Panthers at the end. See, because I know my man over here is real excited.
844-4443.
I know my man over here is real excited about what he's seeing from the Carolina Panthers. But we're gonna see that for last. Let's finish up the NBA real quick. So like I said, we went over free agency. It's going to be interesting to see how this offseason plays out. Like I said, a lot of big names who are free agents might shake up.
A lot of big names that still got a lot of juice in the tank.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out next year. Who's going to be on what team?
I can't wait to see.
I remember the Clippers are going to have a brand new arena, so that's going to be a very desirable place to go.
Is it open next season?
Well, no, it is going to be open in about a month or so. They're going to have the first concert end of July, early August, and so
okay,
it's going to be ready for the season.
I got to go there at least once.
Yeah, got to go there. Yeah,
I heard the feel of it.
I heard about that wall. You heard about this wall they're going to have? They're going to have one whole side. It's going to be like a wall, like it's going to go more like this. Rather, you know how the stadiums usually go slanting. It's going to be like this, so that way the crowd is all on top of the arena. They're not going to allow nobody.
So crowd noise will be a factor.
Yeah, and they're not going to allow nobody but Clipper fans in that section. So you can't even go into the section if you're not wearing Clipper gear. So
wow,
that's going to be interesting.
Doesn't look like I'll ever be in that section.
What's it? Who's going to be the first person that's going to try to wear something another team under their jersey and then get beat up? How long do you think it's going to take before? Because there's always going to be that one person who's going to be a Laker fan and going to be a such and such fan who's going to go up there wearing Clipper gear, and as soon as they get into their seat, they're going to take up their Clipper gear and show their Laker colors.
I wonder if they pay for the seat, can they be escorted out just because of that?
That's going to be interesting. I mean, apparently that's what's supposed to be the contract, is that if you sit in that section, you can't wear nothing but Clipper gear. So it's going to be an interesting thing to see. And you know how LA people love to fight anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
That's all you need is somebody coming there wearing rival gear in this section that's supposed to be for the Clippers.
I'm calling somebody back because I missed the phone call again because we was talking.
All right.
Hello?
Blow the Whistle Sports, you called in?
Yeah, I called it.
All right.
What's going on? Who's calling?
It's Glenn White, man.
What's going on, sir? I'm sorry. We were up here running our mouth. We missed the phone call.
He's not doing his job. He's supposed to take care of the phone. He had one thing to do, and not argue. Two things.
One job to do, and he didn't do it correctly.
Answer the phone and then argue with me. That's all he got to do. And he can't do that right.
Oh, good.
I'm good. So talk to us. What's going on, Glenn? What did Packers say that pissed you off?
Or what did Steve say that pissed you off?
Well, I mean, I agree with both of y'all, man. But
he took the high road. He didn't want to offend either one of us.
It's okay. You can offend us.
But I think let's get a little script going on with the NBA, with the Bronny situation.
Yeah, it's entertainment. NBA entertainment. Look, the NBA has made it clear it's all about superstars and all about marketing. That's what the NBA does. Everything you watch an NBA game, they have nothing but NBA store, NBA this, NBA charities, NBA that. It's all about trying to sell the product. And you can't get nobody at number 55 better than LeBron James Jr. to put people in the seats, to sell jerseys, to do what needs to get done. The Lakers, it was a no-brainer. I mean, people are acting like, oh my God, the Lakers drafted LeBron James Jr. They shouldn't have done that. It's not fair. Nepotism, blah, blah, blah. Of course it is.
It's a business first.
Business
first. They have to pay salaries. Money has to be paid out.
You got to pay for those $1,000, $5,000 seats to sit in the courtside. Celebrities are going to,
You just say them courtside seats was cheap. I think a lot more than what you just got to say.
I'm just talking about if you just, for general, it's going to be more than that now.
Some Laker courtside seats, they $5,000. They're like, give me some now.
Exactly, yeah. However much it is now. I couldn't even imagine paying how much people pay now for a courtside seat.
Wow. Shout out to Darnell. He just said Mr. 49er in the house.
Mr. 49ers. All right, so what?
How much for the Kazakhstan cost, man?
So who's your team? Tell us who your team is, first of all. Let the people know. Who do you go for?
Oh, you said my favorite team?
Yeah, who's your favorite team? Who are we looking at?
Oh, Wayne knows it. Wayne knows it.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you to say it.
Yeah, we want you to say it.
Carolina.
Okay, so you're a Carolina?
Yes, sir. Right. Bam.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you follow the show, you know that my family all lives in Carolina, so I go back there like at least 4 or 5 times.
He's a Carolina fan at heart. He just likes to give us a rough time. He's always in Carolina.
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you this much.
They give you problems.
I was just there last week. I came back last week from Carolina.
And he's going. He's coming back to see y'all again.
Yeah, I'll be back. I actually go back there next week. I'll be there on the 5th. So I'll be back there. I'm gonna tell you this much. The energy is much better. You know, I've been there where people just don't care about Carolina at all. It sounds like you didn't know they had it.
We did not need to hear that.
Well, I'm just keeping it real. We got to let people know the truth.
You see what he does, Glenn. He likes to slide that stuff in here a lot.
No. He know. If you from Carolina, you know Carolina is a college sports town. It's a college sports area. It's all ACC.
Excuse you, Steve.
Listen to me.
Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, Panther Nation. Carolina is the Carolina Panthers.
No. Listen to me.
It's also the SEC too.
It's SEC, ACC. They always come first.
All that. And
then maybe some Carolina Panther fans, and then they have other teams. I don't know, the Hurricane. Was it still the Hurricane? What's the name of the NHL team? I don't even know.
You sound disrespectful.
I'm just telling you what it is.
Okay.
Everything in Carolina is about it's about college sports. You go to the store, I can get you a Tar Heel jersey, you can get a Demon Deacons jersey, a Blue Devils jersey. You can't find a Carolina Panther jersey unless you go to a specialized store.
There you go.
That's just real.
I know he's gonna slide something in there sooner or later.
I'm just keeping it real.
I know he's gonna slide it in there.
Glenn, am I lying?
You tell the truth, man.
Oh, thank you. You go listen to me.
I'm from South Carolina,
and you know, people will get excited. People get more excited about South Carolina's college or game days than they do about the Carolina Panthers.
Okay, Glenn is on the phone. We gonna segue into the NFL.
People care more about Clemson. Clemson is king.
We going to the NFL. Right. We moving to the NFL.
See how you don't want to hear the truth.
Hey, since you want to kick it off, I'm gonna let the world know. All right, y'all better be ready for us to shock the world. Bryce Young. Getting ready to shock the world. You hear it here right now. Blow the Whistle Sports, Bryce Young, Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, Panther Nation. Bryce Young shocks the world this season.
We want to hear from Glenn. Glenn, tell us the truth about Carolina. What is the expectations for the Panthers this year?
High.
The honest expectations.
I'm gonna keep it simple. Keep it simple. The offense gotta play. Bryce Young gotta play.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he has the most pressure on him than anybody in the NFL going into the season.
You heard me.
All right.
Shocks the world this season.
Okay,
$80 million into our offense.
Yeah, right. And so, given how C.J. Stroud played last year with talent, Bryce Young got to show at least equivalent the level of talent
there's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure on because
he's looking good. I see they mingling. They out partying together. They out going to baseball games together. I love that.
Yeah, they're saying all the right things. Don't get me wrong. Everybody's saying the right things.
They're doing the right things more than saying the right things.
Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna see. So should my expectations be as high as Packers, or should I be more tempered? What do you think as far as what you predict? What's your prediction for their record this season?
Really, I think it's a big improvement this year.
Okay.
As long as we win the division and win one of these primetime games, the Dallas Cowboys, and you got the Kansas City Chiefs. One of these games there will make a statement.
Okay. So you need a primetime win, and you need them to make a huge. So last year they were 2-15. So how many more games this year do you see the Panthers winning, based on the improvements they made?
Have everybody healthy and Bryce is proven. I say we go 11-6.
Bam!
Woo!
Yes, sir.
That's a 9-game improvement.
Yep. Okay. I told everybody you better bet the over.
Okay, so 11-6.
They disrespectful to us. They said we wouldn't win 6 games this season. They put us at a 5.5. Yeah. Your boy already put his money where his mouth is. Bryce Young shocks the world this season. Carolina back on the map?
Now I said 7-10, 8-9. That's a 5-6 game improvement.
I say
yeah, that's why I'm looking at it. I say if you make 6 game improvement, that's a pretty solid jump from last year. So, 9 game jump. I mean, that if he does that, then he needs to be in the running for not just most improved player in the league, but actually in NFL MVP if he can make that type of.
But see,
jump.
people is not, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on my team because I know our team is the most unpopular team in the NFL. But what I'm going to say is this: people disrespected Bryce Young when we had a makeshift team put together last season. It wasn't what it was. We were set up to fail last season. This season, a little more season, a little more depth, or a lot more depth. We will shock the world this season. I'm going out on the limb. Bryce Young going to do his thing.
You remember we got the top 5 defense. Remember?
Yep. Well, you
had
a top 5 defense, but a lot of your main guys went to my team, the Washington Commanders. Thank you guys, by the way. Thank you guys for the talent you guys gave us, because we're going to definitely use Mr. Frankie. You remember him?
Yeah,
we're going to use him well. He's
Louvy,
yeah,
and you guys got the main guy, the safety. What was his name? You guys, Jeremy. They took Jeremy also.
Yeah, so they both, if I understand, they said we could have got more money to go elsewhere, but we wanted to go. We like what the Commanders are doing. So
I kind of feel the Commanders to be about to do something too.
We'll see y'all this year.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all this year.
Yes.
We'll see y'all. We'll see.
You're gonna see. We play y'all. He's trying to get me to go to this DC game. I'm still wavering.
We should just fly out there and go see this game.
Hey, Wayne.
Yeah.
I want you to do this. If we beat them, get him a Carolina hat for just a week. Okay, that's my bet.
Okay, so all right, so everybody heard this now. So the bet's going to be if the Panthers beat the Commanders, I got to come on the air and wear a Carolina cap. Oh, that's going to be
I like that.
That's going to be hard, but I'll agree. Listen, I'll agree to it. I agree to it because I want y'all to be competitive.
That's 2 shows, Steve. You got to wear it for.
Yeah, I wear it for 2 shows. Listen,
2 shows.
But
2 shows.
But wait a second. But if the Commanders beat the Panthers, then you got to wear a Commanders hat. I might get you an old Redskin cap to wear for 2 shows.
No. I kind of. I don't like your team, but I want to get that the one with the black W. Oh yeah. Y'all uniforms look pretty nice.
Yeah, the uniforms they
y'all
up.
Name Cobra Commanders.
We're all trying to get that change. Everybody wants that change, so we're gonna see. But yeah, I accept that bet, Glenn.
I'll put in one more bet.
Okay.
If y'all blow us out, I'll wear a Sean Taylor.
Oh yes. Did y'all see that story about Sean Taylor's daughter? She got in college. She's gonna be playing college volleyball this year. I might on ESPN Plus you can watch college volleyball. I might watch some of those college volleyball games just to support her because I hope the best for her. That's one of the
basketball.
Is it basketball or is it volleyball?
Basketball.
Okay, it's basketball. I'll definitely watch it then if it's basketball. I thought she was a volleyball player, but I had to double check to see. Yeah. If it's basketball, for sure I'll watch it. Yeah, if she's basketball, I'll definitely watch it because that's just one of the saddest cases of someone talent wasted over stupidity. Just some ignorant young people who wasted a life of a great all-time great.
That's what happens.
That's
what happens. It's sad, but that's what happens.
So I would support his daughter any way I can. But Sean Taylor went to Chittermine. When I think about how he played and what he was the last, not to be all the story. He was the last of those old school players who hit you first and then ask questions later. He wasn't even trying to, he got a lot of interceptions, but he wasn't trying to intercept the ball. If you went across the middle, he took it as an insult. He was trying to light you up like it was a Christmas tree.
You see what happened to the Pro Bowl?
Oh, I know that was a great moment. That punter still to this day.
They had to change the rules.
He had to change the rules on because it's like, Sean, you're not supposed to hit players in the Pro Bowl. What?
Oh yeah.
I'm wearing a jersey.
Also.
Yeah, he said I'm wearing a jersey.
What did he hit?
It was a punter. It was a punter. Remember, it was a punter. They were trying to do a fake, and the punter was like trying to run to the sidelines, and Sean Taylor came like a missile and lit that punter up like he thought it was the Super Bowl. So that poor punter was like, what happened to me? What happened? I'm not supposed to get hit. It's a Pro Bowl.
But
so yeah, that was a great memory.
We want to thank you for calling in and thank you for your support.
Thank you, Glenn. Yeah, you got me emotional now. You're thinking about Sean Taylor, so I'm all emotional.
And we're gonna need you to get involved with this fantasy football when the season starts.
Oh yeah, are you in this year? You gonna be in?
Oh yeah, I gotta get to it, man.
Okay, yeah. Hey, it changes the game, man. Listen to me. Fantasy football changes your whole perspective of watching the game.
It makes you want to watch every football game. And every game it means something.
And you sometimes you find yourself cheering against your own team, even though you want your team to win. But it's like, man, I got so and so quarterback, and I need to have a big game. So
yeah.
It changes things. But yeah, I hope you get in there. But yeah, we got our bet on. So
most definitely, man.
All right. Well, thank you, Glenn, for calling in. Yeah, I'm hoping and praying I'll have to wear a Panthers hat on, but that won't be pretty. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I don't know if I can go to FedEx Field again. It's just that stadium brought back so many horrible memories for me.
We gotta go. It's on my bucket list, Steve. I gotta go one time.
Yeah,
one time.
I know.
One time to watch our team kick the Washington Commanders' butt.
Yeah, but
let me tell you, my bucket list from last year, I went to 3 games last year in Charlotte. So I did the bucket list, man. But the tickets are cheap. So
well,
front row tickets, man.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because in the last week, the Charlotte City Council agreed to a $750 million deal to upgrade Bank of America Stadium.
Finally, because people had rumors that we was leaving Carolina.
Yeah, there was big rumors that if they didn't do anything to that stadium, that Carolina was going to leave town. So congratulations.
Get that out of here.
Yeah, congratulations on that. That's going to really make that stadium top notch.
And also, South Carolina's getting the NFL special team.
Oh, I heard about that. I heard. Then they moved that. They also moved the training camp this year because the training camp always has been in Carolina, but then I think this is the first year they moved to a different location. So I forget where it's located now. I know it's closer to Charlotte because before it was way down there.
Charlotte.
Is it in Charlotte?
Charlotte?
So it's in Charlotte now.
It's in Charlotte.
Okay.
I'm definitely trying to make a game out there. What game do you want us to meet up at, man? I'm trying to make a game in Carolina. Probably the Cowboys game. I'll probably come out there.
I'm thinking about the Cowboys game, man, because my mother and father, they're Dallas Cowboys, man.
And that's a game we need to get. Let's talk about it, but let's try to meet up for that Cowboys game.
Well, you know my feeling on the Cowboys. That's that fake America's team. A team that's been stealing money from their fan base, calling themselves America's team, when they haven't won nothing in 25 years. But I won't go there. That's personal.
you're gonna have a lot of calls coming back.
Yeah.
Man.
I go off on the Cowboys.
Star Status watches the show. Or some people from Star Status.
I get off the phone on that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I go. But listen, was I not right though? When everybody was that. We had one show. We had a huge argument because they wanted to put the Cowboys in we do our top 5, and they wanted to put the Cowboys at number 1. And I said, you guys are out of your effing mind. The Cowboys. I said the Cowboys are fool's gold. They will tease you every year, make you think they're the best team, and then come playoff time, they let you down. Was I not right?
You were right. One thing I can say, no matter win, lose, or draw. And 49er fans still call in and back up even if they lose. That's what I will say.
Yeah.
Cowboy fans have supposed to call in. Eagle fans have supposed to call in after a game, and it's been crickets.
They go into hiding. So I have no respect for Cowboy fans. They're the biggest people who sit up there and they love to every year talk about this is our year. We're gonna Super Bowl this year. We're gonna Super Bowl this year. And then every year when they lose in that playoff game, they're nowhere to be found. So we'll see. It's going to be another year. They're going to do some more hype. Do you think Dak Prescott? Before I let you go, do you think Dak Prescott's going to stay around past next year? Do you think he's going to sign that contract?
I think it'll be his last year.
You think it's his last year because They're looking at he's looking at a $60 million contract to do that to re-sign with Dallas. And Jerry Jones is doing the back step. He's doing the electric slide. He's doing every
I've been
possible.
hearing about mega trades for him. Him going someplace else and the Cowboys getting somebody else. So
yeah,
I look at that Lance to be the man.
All right. Well, let's see.
Well, thank you for calling in, sir. We look
Absolutely.
forward to hearing from you again.
Yeah, man.
All right. So before we close, we appreciate it, Glenn. Thank you.
Yeah, man. No problem, man.
All right. Later, sir.
Thank you.
All right, man.
All right. So before we close the show, we got a couple little NFL things to tie up.
All right. Go
First
ahead.
of all, let's get into the big lawsuit that was settled yesterday. Those who don't know, NFL has been being sued by pretty much fans for this ripoff they call Sunday Ticket. You know about it.
Yes.
NFL Sunday Ticket, which has been the biggest ripoff the last 15 years, where they charge you exorbitant amount of money to force you, if you want to get all the games, you got to get it. You only can get it on DirecTV, and you had to pay an exorbitant amount of money to get the ticket, and you had no other options. Either you get the ticket or you have to sit there and watch through the other ways of watching games. So
there was no other way to watch it unless you lived in the place where the game is being played.
Exactly.
They exactly tied you up, put your hands up in your head, and you got to give us this money if you want to watch this game.
Exactly. So that's called antitrust laws. So the NFL was sued over this, and they lost. So they're going to have to award out $4.7 billion in earnings.
Wow.
So once the lawyers get their money, so that's going to take about $2 million of it. There's going to be about $2.9 million left. They're going to have to split up between the businesses and the people who've had DirecTV. So if you had DirecTV between 2012 and 2022, try as quickly as you can to jump onto this class action lawsuit.
You just told me something because I had it since it started. So
then jump on as soon as you can. As soon as they give you the announcement, go ahead and get that money.
You got the number?
Well, no, I mean they haven't. I know they haven't come right now. The NFL, of course, is going to
try to appeal it.
They're going to have to go. It's going to be a while, but at some point, you're going to get paid. Now, how much?
I'm ready.
Yeah, after the lawyers take about $4 million of it, you might get about $20, but hey, it's still $20 more than what you had.
I hate those type of lawsuits. Come on, man.
They go, the lawyers are going to take everything out.
But a lot of people fed into that. A lot of people fed into that.
So the good thing, and what I'm hoping for now is that now that the Sunday Ticket, they have to break it up. What I would like to see is that they sit there and give you what's called a NFL package. Like, say for you like, of course, Carolina,
right?
Maybe like 2 or 3 other teams you like to see. You can get a 4-team package where you only pay for those 4 teams. You get all those 4-team games. And then if you want to pay for any other teams, you can pay game to game. So I can pay $9.99 if I want to see Commanders versus Eagles, whatever. You can buy separate individual game packages. But if I want to have all my team, I can pay $29.99 or $39.99, whatever it is.
Wow.
And that way, if you do that, think about how many more people for their own particular teams would buy that package. You get many more people.
Well, I do fantasy. I need every team.
Right. But I'm saying,
so give me a good deal on every team.
Well, they're not, the NFL's a monopoly. So they're gonna rip you off if you get every game.
They need to figure it out, because I know I'm tired of blowing all this money every season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but the thing is, if you can get it where you can choose what games you want to watch, many more people will be willing to buy the package. If I don't I don't have to sit there and buy teams I don't want to watch. I want to sit there and watch the teams who I like. And so, of course, like and
you should have a discreet way for people to pay.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So, the sports bars, of course, they're going to have to buy all the games because they're sports bars. People want to come in there and want to watch their teams play. So that's not going to affect them. But for the home subscriber, I don't want to buy games. I can't watch 13 games at the same time. I only want to be able to watch 1 or 2 at the same time.
Exactly.
So
want to get it in and get out.
Want to get in and get out. So let's see how that plays out. That's going to be something down the road. And then
somebody need to sue their greedy self. Man, they greedy.
Greedy. Oh, it's the monopoly. I mean, there's no other sport even comes. Like I said, we were talking about the NBA when we first started. NBA is like, I would say, number 2 as far as marketing and greed and stuff. It's so distant from the NFL. NFL can put any 2 teams on any given day, any given time. They'll get better ratings than any playoff NBA or Major League Baseball game. That's how dominant the NBA is. The NBA could put on a game from London at 6:30 a.m. in the morning here and still get a 15 to 20 rating, whereas baseball can't get a 4 or 5 rating at a nighttime on the weekend. So I mean, that's how dominant the NFL is. And the NFL is so evil about it. They'll put 2 bad teams in the primetime game. Just sit there and say, look, it's because we can do it. You know, the NBA only can show you like 6 or 7 teams in their primetime games because they know if they put Sacramento versus Washington, nobody's gonna watch.
And once again, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in for Blow Us Support. I'm not ready to go.
Okay.
I want to tell them, give them the date on when we're coming back.
Oh, please do.
We're going on our little hiatus, so the little worker bees can come in the studio, change our look, get our new look for the new studio for us to come back. We'll be back in August on Wednesday, the 21st.
21st. Sounds good to me.
21st of August, we will see you guys back in the studio then with a new look, new way of going, and we have some surprises that we want to try out. We will be even though we're coming back on the 21st, we're putting together some little 10-minute shorts that we're going to do on different days.
Yeah, we'll get some little teasers out there. We're going to keep get you out there, get your opinions. We're gonna try to rile things up a little bit.
Yeah, we're not going to just have you wait for us on Wednesday, but also it won't be a full show, but we will give updates during the week.
Absolutely. So I want to close out on NFL Hall of Famer. I'm not gonna call him overhyped coach. I'm gonna say that coach that got off to a great start but kind of faded towards the end, Mr. Deion Sanders. He always finds a way to get himself in the news. This man is
show him the money.
He's just money. I'll give Deion Sanders. He knows how to market himself better than anybody.
Show him the money.
So somebody asked Deion, say, okay, your son, your 2 sons. You got 2 sons now. Plus you got the young man, the wide receiver, who also he says considers to be his 3rd son, all ready to go to the NFL next year. So people are like, Deion, once the season's over, are you going to go move up to the NFL? So I'm going to give you Deion's quote. He says, I'm a leader of men, not a follower of men. I'm a father, not a baby's daddy. I lead my sons. I don't follow my sons. My sons, Travis included, are getting ready to migrate to NFL. I'm not following them. Can we put this in quotes? Because when he does decide to go to the NFL, can we come back to this statement? Because he's come out and made this huge, strong statement that he's not going to go to the NFL.
And that's mainly behind. Right now, this is all about Deion Sanders' son, not about Deion Sanders. And people keep trying to make it about Deion Sanders. So what he did was put the highlight back on his sons to where they get all the shine. This is their time to shine. We know about money. We know about Money Sanders. We know about him.
Okay.
It's all about his boys, highlighting them, putting them on the pedestal.
So 2 years from now, when the Atlanta Falcons come calling and offering him $15 million a year to lead the Falcons, you going to tell me he's not going to jump on that money and go to the NFL?
But that would be that many years from now.
Okay, so
not right now. So not right now.
So
Steve.
just remember
not
this,
right now.
Remember this Deion Sanders quote. So let's see 2 years from now when he jumps in the NFL, if he stands by what he says.
It's too much money not to go to the NFL.
Right.
But some coaches do pick not to go.
Right. So, but he's here saying how I'm just leader of men, but not a follower, blah, 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 blah. Come on. It's going to come down
Even if he went to the NFL, he's not following his sons.
But okay. But this is his comment. I mean, he came out and made these statements. Nobody.
I already explained this. The statement was to put the shine back on his boys.
Right. Well, okay. All right. Well,
you're asking him too many questions. Put the shine back on his boys.
Okay, then. All right. So the shine will be on them. Can we get a better record next year than 4-8? That's all I ask. All right. Well, we'll end on that note.
And we will see you guys back here promptly August 21st.
All right.
2024, year to Kobe.
By that time, we're going to be in the deep of training camps, and we're going to get a better idea. We're going to start off by telling you who we think are going to go somewhere this
Yeah,
year.
we did the preliminary ones where we went over what we felt from what had just happened. But now after training camp, how people are looking, we're going to give you an update status when we get back here.
Absolutely.
Y'all be here. Please, thank you for supporting us and thank you for your time. We greatly appreciate it, and we have more updates to come.
Thank you, guys. Looking forward to seeing you in August. You guys enjoy our hiatus, and we'll see you come NFL training camp time, our favorite time of year.
Blow the Whistle Sports.
Blow the Whistle Sports. Peace out.
Peace.